Hey guys, it's Morgan, and today I have a huge book haul for you guys. Okay, so I've obviously been on hiatus for a while, which means I've collected a lot of books. These are not all of the books that I've received, and I have a book outlet book haul coming up for y'all probably in the next few weeks, but this is just the more recent, super exciting ones. So yeah, this is 20 plus books, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with an awesome set of books from one of my family members. My godmother lives in Boston, and there was a huge signing for Spindlefire by Lexa Hillier up there quite recently. They weren't taking the Spindlefire tour anywhere else, and a bunch of authors were going to be there. So I requested that she would go and get me a copy of Spindlefire signed. What she did was get me all of the books by all of the authors and get them signed. So let's get started with that little portion of the haul. So I have More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This is actually my second copy. I have the hardback copy, but I'm also very excited to have the paperback because it is gorgeous, and it has a super sweet note in it about the question that I had her ask the author, as well as a signature. So I love this. It is so awesome. If you guys have not had the privilege of getting a book signed by Adam Silvera, he puts super sweet notes in almost all of the books that he signs. It's definitely a great first author meeting if you've not met any other authors. So 2 thumbs up for that. Also from Adam Silvera was History Is All You Left Me. I'm not quite sure what this is about. I know it's supposed to be really depressing. And, you know, depressing books are always kind of nice when you need them. So, super excited about that one. I'm so glad that I got a copy because I was waiting to get a copy. I was hoping to get a copy at some point, and I got one. Next is Empress of a Thousand Skies by Rhoda Belleza. This is a sci-fi fantasy novel that sounds really awesome. I am super excited to read this. I've heard some great things, and it will be on my TBR fairly soon, so keep an eye out for that in one of my wrap-ups. Next, I have the titular book for the signing, Spindlefire by Lexa Hillier. This is a Sleeping Beauty retelling that actually sounds kind of similar to The Wide Awake Princess by E.D. Baker, which is one of my favorite middle grade novels. If you've not picked that one up, pick it up. It's amazing. But I'm super geeked out for this because I love fairy tale retellings a lot. Also by Lexa Hillier, which I didn't know was actually a book, is Proof of Forever by Lexa Hillier. So this is a time travel fiction, and this sounds so awesome. I cannot wait to read this summer. It sounds very summery, contemporary, which is right up my alley. This is actually kind of my year for summery contemporaries, which is awesome because I love them. So you'll see a lot of them in my haul and in upcoming hauls, I expect. So this sounds really awesome. If you've not heard of it, I'd pick it up because it sounds fabulous. About girls who accidentally time travel and change the past, so they have to go back again and fix it the way it was supposed to be, I think. Sounds really good. Next, I have the entire Shiver trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater in the UK covers. Grace, who I've told y'all about in the past, she is the girl I do the Quirky Wizard live show with. She actually found 2 box sets of these at a half-price books near her, and she offered to get me the second one. She picked up the first one for herself and offered to go back and pick me up the second one, and I was like, girl, yes. So these are gorgeous editions. Shiver, Linger, and Forever. Huge shout out to Grace, and I will link her in the description. Next, I have some random bookstore finds. So first, I have a set of books that I picked up a few days before their release date. I believe the release date was May 3rd, and it was like May 1st. And those would be How to Make a Wish by Ashley Herring Blake. This is an LGBT girl-on-girl romance. This sounds so cute and kind of sad, which is always fun for summer. I have not read this one yet, but I cannot wait to. I'm really excited to pick this one up. Next, I have Windfall by Jennifer E. Smith. This was okay. It's about a girl who gets her best friend a lottery ticket for his birthday, and he wins the lottery. We actually did a Quirky Wizard live show on this book. If you want to check it out, I will link it in the description. It was pretty funny and silly because we didn't know what to talk about because it was kind of meh. So it's ranting and then random, like, half conversations in the middle of it. If you like people being goofy, go watch this live show because it was ridiculous. Next, I have Noteworthy by Riley Redgate. I loved this book. This is about a girl who doesn't get cast in a school musical, so she decides to dress in drag and join the boys' a cappella team. It was so good. It was an awesome look at gender, race, class, and sexuality. I loved it so much. If you've not picked this up or not even given it a thought, please do. I need to pick up 7 Ways We Lie, which is the author's debut novel. This was an awesome read. Next, I have the Owl Crate book for the month of May, and if you've not gotten your Owl Crate, spoiler, okay. The book was Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I read this and really loved it. It was kind of sad, but it was a great look at severe anxiety and depression, as well as creativity. 10 out of 5 stars. Would recommend. Amazing, amazing book. Next, I actually picked up a box set, and this one I am super excited about because it is the Time Lord Fairy Tales box set. So this is a box set with, I believe, 16 little stories that are kind of Doctor Who retellings of famous fairy tales, stuff like Snow White and the 7 Keys to Doomsday, Cinderella and the Magic Box, and Helena and the Beast, and more. But I've read 1 or 2 of them so far. They're really good, and they're gorgeous little books that look so good on like my kitschy TV show shelf with all of my Buffy stuff. Next are some books I picked up on Amazon. I picked up Only Thing Worse Than Me Is You by Lily Anderson. I have been super into geeky novels this year. I think it's great to watch people like me fall in love, stuff like that. So definitely loved Queens of Geek. Definitely loved Eliza and Her Monsters. And I cannot wait to pick this up. This is about a girl and her arch nemesis falling in love over nerdy things. It sounds super cool, and the cover is amazing. I love this cover. So, the other thing I got on Amazon was Done Dirt Cheap by Sarah Nicole Lemon. This is about badass biker ladies, and if you don't like badass biker ladies, what? Please stop following my channel. Badass biker ladies are like the coolest thing ever in literature. I've not seen enough of them. I want to see more. I'm really excited about reading this. I've heard that it's an awesome feminist, girly, badass look at friendship, and I'm very excited to pick it up. Next are the June Quirky Wizard live show books. Those are Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. The live show for this will be on my channel right here at noon on June 24th, CST. Please come check it out with us. I am super excited to read this. It is about a girl who is a lesbian. Or is she? Having her be on the LGBT spectrum intrigues me, and she's super tall, which intrigues my friend Grace, because Grace is 6 feet tall. If you didn't know, why? I'm really excited about this book, and yeah, the live show will be here June 24th, noon CST. Come check it out. And the other book for the Quirky Wizard live show in June is The Traitor's Kiss by Erin Beatty. This is like Jane Austen with swords from what I've heard. I love Jane Austen, Grace loves swords, so we decided to do it. The live show will be on her channel at noon CST on June 10th. So please come hang out with us and watch our live show, read along, and come see what we thought about it. Okay, I have a few more books from Amazon because Amazon has really good sales. I got The Education of Margot Sanchez by Lilium Riviera. This is kind of pitched as Pretty and Pink set in the Bronx, which, if you don't know me, I love old 80s movies. I love 80s teen movies. It is my favorite thing. So I'm super excited to read this. It's fairly short, and I'm down. I'm really excited. Then I picked up a set of books. These are the Disney Princess comic strips collection. These are published by Joe Books and written by Amy Meberson along with a bunch of people. If you didn't know, Amy Meberson does the Pocket Princesses comics, which are single panel comics that are on social media. I love them, and these were like $15 for the set on Amazon. I think they still are if you want to pick them up. They are adorable. I read this one earlier. It is super cute. But yeah, so these are just fun little anthologies of cutesy little short stories. Lastly, I have some awesome books. If you didn't know me, I love collecting classics, and the Barnes & Noble leather-bound copies are some of my favorites, but they can be a little expensive, clocking in at $20, $25 a pop. But this weekend, and this weekend only, they put them all on 50% off sale, so of course I went a little crazy because I had that and a coupon. So I got 3. I got the giant bind-up of the Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice. This includes Interview with a Vampire, The Vampire Lestat, and Queen of the Damned. These are pretty classic vampire novels. The text in this is manageable, and it was such a gorgeous addition that I had to pick it up. If you don't know, I am obsessed with a YouTuber named Maven of the Eventide. She does a bunch of quirky, off-the-wall reviews of vampire movies, books, etc. And I don't read a ton of what she talks about, but I figured I'd pick this up because it sounded really intriguing, so I'm gonna give it a shot. And the text in here, you know, even though anthology text isn't normally that big, this actually has fairly large, manageable text, so I'm excited. Next, in the same-ish vein, I picked up The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 5 novels and 1 story by Douglas Adams. This is all of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy lore, all 5 of the books, as well as a short story. I have been dying to read this. I'm a super geek. Obviously, I'm wearing the Space Cats dress, and this is kind of classic geek fiction. So I thought I'd give it a whirl, then maybe watch the BBC series, see what I thought. Again, I got this for like $9. I couldn't help myself. And it's so pretty. It's so pretty. You guys, it's so pretty. Last of these, I picked up the complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. I love Poe. I had to read The Raven in school fairly recently. Fell in love with his literature. If you don't know, there is actually a Edgar Allan Poe themed cafe, pub, in South Carolina, about 20 minutes away from YALLFest. I went last year and it was amazing. Super awesome burgers, super great mood lighting. It was great, and it just furthered my fascination with Poe even more. I feel like Poe's life and death are kind of an enigma in our society, in which we know a lot about authors. Like, for a majority of authors, their lives are categorized. They're there for us to see. But with Poe, his death is so shrouded in mystery that it is fascinating. If you've not actually looked into his death, you really should, because again, it's fascinating. Nobody knows quite how he died or, you know, why. So, yeah, I would totally take a look at his death. But I love the art on this. The Raven, you have the Raven, you have the Telltale Heart, and then Quoth the Raven Nevermore. It's just a gorgeous book. This is a gorgeous book with all of his tales and poems. Highly recommend. So yeah, that is my book haul. I did it. I made it through. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I will have another one of these up shortly, just because I've acquired a lot of books recently. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye, humans!